Hey guys, how's it going? So for the live today, we thought we would be starting off by playing a little game with the pups. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide some of these nice little duck jerkies a little bit everywhere in the living room, like under the pillows, under the couch, maybe in the little coffee table. And when they're gonna be coming downstairs, they're upstairs with my wife right now. We're gonna let them try to find out where they are. So, are you guys ready? These look really good, actually. Kind of look like something I would buy for myself. Hey guys, how are you? All right. So, they're nice little bite-sized pieces, just enough so they can see them, and small enough so I can make something good. So, let's start with something easy. There we go. Nice and obvious. Something a little bit harder. Right here under the wood tray. Let's put one right under here. Not too hard, just a little bit harder than that one over there. Right here. So under Loki's chair. I want to put one right here. Yeah. I don't want to do it too hard because I don't want to be looking afterwards to try to find them myself, which ones haven't been eaten, but just fun enough for them. Let's see, underneath the table. Nah, that's too easy. Let's put one right here. We'll put two because this is probably the first spot they're gonna check. And let's put another one right here. I don't know why, but I like this kind of spot. There we go. Alrighty. All right, let's do it. Unleash the beasts. Can you smell something delicious? Can you smell it? All right, let's find it. Laika. Laika, come on. Yeta. Laika, yeta. Can you smell anything? Loki. Bad boy. Laika, easy. Come on. Can you smell it? Let's try to help him for the first one. Look, right there. Loki, look. Right here. Right here. Oh, I got one. Oh, yeah. Laika, come on. Yeah, there's more. You just have to find it. There we go. I think Laika's on the hunt. There we go. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. They've got one each, although Loki had a little bit of help to get him started. Laika, over here. Come on. Come on. Check over here. Over here's a great spot. You're gonna find something good. Laika, come on. Come on. Oh, is that? Yes, it is. Good girl. There's more. There's a lot more. Loki. Hey. Loki. Etta. Come on. Loki. Oh, sorry. So we got these two right under there. They haven't really figured it out yet. I think Laika's kind of nope, she's just looking for anybody wondering, Huskies are like the cats of the dog community. They're so funny. Loki. Come on. There's one right here. Can you see it? There. Over there. They're kind of excited because they've seen all the toys I took out. We went and we bought a lot of toys for them. And they're all right here on the table and they're wondering, when are we going to be able to play with all these toys? Very soon. But not all at once because you're gonna destroy them all in a couple of minutes. Loki, all right, come on. Come on. Can you see this one? Is it maybe not obvious enough? Right there. Right there. Laika. Loki. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Laika. Laika. Etta. Loki. Etta isi. Etta. It's right there. Right there. Oh, you found the one underneath. I didn't even remember that one. Good boy. Yeah. Oh, another one. And another one. Wow. You're on a roll. Laika. Use your snout. Smell it. Smell it. It's right there. You were right next to it. It's right there. Laika. It's right there. She always wants everything with service. Yeah. Loki got most of them, so you can have this one. This one right there. Can you see it? Oh, yeah. There we go. Good boy. Such a good boy. All right. Was that fun? Was that delicious? So, like I was saying, like I started telling you guys earlier, we went to buy some treats and some stuff because we're getting low on stuff to give the pups, and we went a bit overboard with all the toys. So we got some new Kong balls, some regular tennis balls, a kind of a donut wheel thingy, a big ball. Like this This is actually like Laika's first ever toy, but like a bigger size. Another kind of a squeaky, hard plastic thingy. This one is probably gonna last about a second, but like I just like the idea of having like a little chicken leg or turkey leg. And what's life without a good burger? So we got them a nice squeaky burger. So this should keep them occupied for a couple of days. Oh yeah, they want one. We also got them a new Kong. So we prepared a few Kongs for them. There we go. We got the bigger size this time, just to see if they like it a bit more, because the hole is a bit bigger than the other one we got, so might be easier for them to. Here we go. Yeah, Laika, you can have the new one. Laika just likes when we hold it and she can do her thing. Here you go. Here, good girl. It's full of nice treats and all kind of stuff in it. There you go. Just go and get it. Loki, no. No. He's such a hog. Loki, you can't have everything. That's just not how it works. Here you go, good girl. There you go. Loki, you're so unreasonable. All right, I'm gonna put you guys on the mounted camera. Oh. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's the mounted camera. So, in the past few days, we've been having. Oh, you want something? Do you want something? Let's see what you think about this guy. Laika, come here. Here you go. There you go. You got all the Kongs, Loki. Laika, look at me. Here. So look at me. Look at me. So, Laika, no. Yeah, for the past few days we've been having some snow, and yesterday was above freezing temperatures, so we lost quite a bit of it. As you can see, let me show you guys. So we've got some left, but not that much. It kind of all melted away, as you can see. We're supposed to have another couple of big snowfalls in the next couple of days, but I guess we'll see. whip out the beef jerky. Laika. Yeah. Good stuff. Let's see. Good girl. Lay down. Push it. Good boy. Laika, wanna give a pop? Yeah. You wanna give the other pop? Yeah. 2 paws, 2 treats. That's fair. So, like I was saying, we're supposed to have some new, some fresh snow in the next couple of days. I guess we'll see how much we actually get, but for now, pretty much all melted. It's just like frozen on the ground, like where it was a bit more. There was a bit more snow underneath the trees. It's pretty much green. So. Yeah, the pups were really excited when we got all that snow. The first couple of times, they were rubbing themselves all over the place and like going completely wild. And now, okay, I see. Like I see. Good girl. And now they're just regular walks in the woods without all the extra excitement. Yeah. But very soon we're going to be there again. We've been experimenting with something new. We've been trying out different treats, different kind of. I want to say they're recall treats, stuff like that for when they're off leash, and it's been working really well. I think it's the. Oh yes, but I don't have any more. There's no more. You're gonna have to wait. You can't eat everything all at once. So yeah, we've been we kind of noticed that. There we go. The toy's already destroyed. I'm gonna show you. Like, what was it? Like a whole minute, maybe. It's done. It doesn't squeak anymore. It doesn't anything. It's just done. Like in a few seconds, a few minutes, it's gonna be only bits and pieces of this all over the floor. We knew it. I knew it. Bought it. I bought it anyway. I don't care. They're happy. That's all that counts. So yeah, we're experimenting with different kind of treats to see if there's something that they seem to like way better than anything else. Laika, what's up? Want something a little bit more delicious? I can do that. Now this is a really cool treat. These are pig snouts. All right, look at the, Tepi. All right, what's this one? Loki already had a bit of breakfast, so he's getting the smaller one. I don't want him to have a tummy ache or to be uncomfortable later on. They don't eat these too often, so So like anything, like it's always better in moderation. Um, yeah, really, really, really cool treats. They're nice and crunchy. Um, Laika really loves them. And Loki's going for his toy instead of eating his treat. What a what a strange little boy. So yeah, we've been trying different treats. We've been trying duck and chicken and beef and this and that, and found out that whatever we use, the fact that we use it maybe over and over is the determining factor that um, makes them not think it's as special as it could be. So mixing them up, getting something new now and then, really helps to get their attention when they're off leash, and that's really the issue here. We don't really give them treats outside of the house unless they're off leash, because that's where we really need to capture their attention, or we really need them to behave, because obviously they're not attached. We need them to do what's told when it's told at that moment, either for their own security or because there's wild animals, or there's other people walking, and sometimes people might not be comfortable with dogs and stuff like that, like just regular stuff. But yeah, we've tried. What's the last one we've tried? We've tried the new ones we've been trying are duck. The stuff we've been giving them for the little game we were playing earlier, and they seem to really like it. It's duck jerky. Essentially, it's human consumption quality. So the only thing is it's unsalted. There's nothing else added. So it's really just the duck that's been cured, and yeah, they really like it. Before that, we were using the anchovies, which I think were a little bit, I want to say, stinkier. They smelled stronger, and I think that had a certain appeal for the pups. They certainly enjoy them. They still do, but the fact that they're super small made it, I don't want to say invisible, but they were hard for them to see if they were at a distance, and that made it a bit harder for them to understand that we were looking to give them a treat. But these jerkies are nice and big. You can really see that I've got something in my hand if they're a little bit further. So yeah, that's a big plus. We were looking at different things to buy, and there was one thing that the pet store owner, not the pet store, but the pet shop owner was telling us. She got a new product. It's kind of like turkey patties, like a burger patty, but with turkey, and they're all dried up and easily broken down, and the price was really interesting. It was really not too expensive, and you could get like a lot of break them down into a lot of smaller treats, and the smell was pretty interesting, I must say. The pups were really interested in them, but we decided to go with the duck. It was just, I want to say, easier to manage, because you didn't have to break him down, you didn't have to do anything. You could just take him out of the bag and use him as is. Loki, you don't want your pig snout? So as you can see, the toy is completely obliterated. It's just pieces and pieces of plastic. So it's done. It's done. But when you're buying toys for dogs, especially Huskies or any other breed that is very, I don't want to say aggressive, but is very hard on their toys, you have to expect that it's going to be a very short duration. It's not going to last very long. But one thing is nice about all these things is they're not too expensive. Like some of these things we get them at the pet store, and obviously like these were pretty expensive, the Kong things, these Kong balls. But when you compare them to like these tennis balls, like these, I think these were there $1 or $2? Like it's really not so bad. So even if they go through them like the way Loki went through that turkey leg, it's really not a big deal. Anyway, like most of the time they're gonna play a little bit with them until they're destroyed, or they're gonna lose interest because we're going on a walk or we're going to do something else, or they're interacting with one another. And at that point, like they're gonna leave it alone, and then they're gonna come back to it a little bit later and finish the job. So they kind of serve their purpose. They're there long enough for them to have some fun, and I think that's the important part. Obviously, the squeaky things are the ones that go out first because they're so attractive. The squeaky sound for Laika is just too appealing. She starts whining, and like she gets really into it. Loki just tries to destroy it as fast as he can. Like he's trying to get to that sound, to the piece that makes the sound. So I don't know. That's just how they are. They've always been that way, and it's really not a problem. We enjoy the fact that they're having fun and they're doing their thing. So and to be honest, I prefer that they do that with their toys, with their stuff, than that they try to chew on the furniture or the carpet or like any other thing that's not supposed to be a toy. So any dog owner knows that like playing with something that's yours is perfectly fine, even if it's destroyed rapidly. But chewing on the TV cables or the furniture is sometimes very expensive to replace or to repair. In this case, like I think everything on the table, like all these toys, it's maybe $20, like $25. So, and I'm gonna give them out one at a time, maybe once or twice a week, a new one, and it's gonna last probably over a month. So it like really it's fine if you calculate how much it is. It's maybe like $1 a day. Like it's not even the price of a coffee. Thank you, Gail. That's very nice of you. Speaking of $1 a day, you just bought five five toys. So this week's toys are on Gail. Thank you very much. That's amazing. Yes, bacon on steroids. You're right. We have a few of them. Really hard plastic, or very. They say they're indestructible, but like I've seen some videos of dogs who have destroyed indestructible toys, and it can happen. But like at that point, like it's just it is what it is. But we have a few of those. Let me just show you. Let's go in the toy box. So this is the toy box. This one is really, really rough. Like Loki's been going at it for, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks, and it still looks pretty good. And it still squeaks, and everything's all right. This thing, this thing that makes a horrible noise. I hate it when you, like he's had it for almost a year, and he just got the very, very, very top of the toy off. That's it. It's still pretty intact. Well, I want to say maybe 95% intact. Obviously, everything made of rope gets completely torn. They usually use it to do some tug of war. This thing, this thing is what they call like the indestructible toys. Like you see, it's been chewed for over a year, and he's hardly done any damage to it. And he really loves this one. Like he plays constantly with this thing. Probably also because it is indestructible. Obviously, more rope, more tug of war rope. This is another indestructible one. We've had this with Laika even before Loki. And I think this is 2 or 3 years old. It's completely intact. Like it's a bit dirty. Like I think we should probably wash it. But other than that, it's intact. There's no piece missing. There's nothing. There's these kind of imitation Kong things. These are really, really, really resistant, and they've really standed the test, the Husky test. And these kind of things, they don't really chew on them. Like we got here like I was talking about, like as first toys. Like we got the same thing but a bigger one. This thing, these kind of toys, these kind of things like this, like still intact. Still intact. This one is really cool. It makes all kind of light. I think the battery's kind of dead though. Yeah, the battery. Ah, no, there it goes. Kind of changed colors. It's pretty nice. So when they throw it around, it kind of illuminates and whatnot. So the fun thing about that one is that when you're looking for it, like during the night or whatever, and you can easily find it underneath the couch because the couch is kind of glowing all kinds of colors. So yeah, we've got a few of those indestructible toys, but obviously, like, variety is the spice of life. So there we go. Look at him. He just found his toy. He really likes those things. Yeah, we like to give them the opportunity to change it up, to let them try new stuff and do something exciting. I think it's the same with everything and everyone. Like we just want to try something new once in a while. Sorry guys, I'm just sipping the rest of my coffee. Like, is that the kind of attitude you're gonna give me because I'm not giving you any treats? And look at this guy. What's going on over there? All right. You want something? We'll give you something. What do we have over here? So, we got the sardines, like I was talking about earlier. These are not the turkey, but the duck jerkies. So, like you can see, they're really, they really look nice. Like it's really, well, I don't know about you guys, but it seems appealing. Like it's something like you would buy just like a jerky for yourself. And there's absolutely nothing in them except dried duck. So yeah, human quality consumption. All right, Silvana, Have a great day. Give a nice big kiss to Ice from us. All right, settle down, settle down. Solo tapi. Solo tapi. Tapi. Hey. No. No. Okay. Miss Laika is always looking for something delicious to eat. And when she knows we've got something laying around, she just gets so demanding, always looking at us and kind of talking to us like, when am I getting some more? I want some more. Let's get some more of those treats going around. And it's so funny, like that look, like that's the look of, is there any more? Could I maybe get a bit more? Cockot. Cockot. Oh yeah. Who could resist that? All right, let's get something. What do we got here? So we got these two. Sorry. So these are, I think they're pig tendons. I don't remember the name in English. Here you go. Yeah. Laika, sur le tapis. Sur le tapis. Allez. Allez, tapis. They're kind of like hard candy, but for dogs. They're a bit more brittle and they seem to like them. The thing is, when they eat it, it makes all kinds of super small crumbs, and you have to pass the vacuum cleaner afterwards, or else it sticks on your socks, and it's kind of sharp. I've got to say, it's kind of unpleasant when you get a bigger piece underneath your feet. I'm gonna show you, like you can. Like, it's really like hard candy for them. Like, it makes all these little pieces like that, and sometimes like they leave the smaller pieces, and obviously most of the time they eat it on the rug like Loki. Actually, that's what I prefer they do. It concentrates everything in one place. Like, you don't have to do a crazy cleanup all the time. So yeah, I think it's best to have the messy stuff all at one place. Really easier to live with and to deal with afterwards. Yeah. Loki's already finished his, but he hasn't finished his pig snout. Looks like he's not into it today. Well, it happens. So yesterday we went to the dog park for the first time in a little bit over a week, and Loki might have made himself a new girlfriend. For any of you who also watch the channel Gone to the Snow Dogs, the the other dog that Loki has been, I think they played together for over 2 hours. She's identical, and when I say identical, I mean absolutely 100% identical to Kira from Gone to the Snow Dogs, and her name is also Kira. So that was pretty funny to us. She's a beautiful, beautiful little 7 months old little puppy, and yeah, she was very, very, very much into Loki, and Loki was very into her. It took everything to get them to come out of the park, and yeah, go back home because he was not having it. They were playing around. There was unfortunately like there was unfortunately a place where a lot of the snow melted and it made like a mud puddle, and she Loki and Kira were just running in that puddle, that mud puddle, like without end. And when we got back home, Loki and Laika was a bit muddy too, so they both got a little bath, just to not the whole body, but just like the legs and the tummy and everywhere where they got a little bit of mud stuck to their fur, just to get them clean before they start laying around everywhere in the house and putting mud or whatever. So yeah, we talked a lot with Kira's parents, and they were really happy to see that Loki and Kira were very keen to spending time with each other, and we're gonna be scheduling play dates for them. Obviously, Loki's not been fixed yet, and Kira is not fixed yet, but she's almost in her first heat. So we're gonna have to watch out for that. We don't want anybody to yeah, to get overzealous. I don't want to say it like that. So yeah, we're gonna have to watch it, and if he tries to do what his instincts are gonna tell him to do, we're gonna have to stop it there for the time being. But we were talking about how beautiful their little puppies would be, and and all that stuff, and that was pretty funny. Like they were showing us pictures of Kira when she was a itsy bitsy puppy, and we were doing the same thing with Loki, showing them how he was when he was a little puppy, like how much he changed. Like it was a really good time, and they were just like frolicking around, just having the best time. Laika was interfering now and then, like being a big sister, and like, hey, why am I not getting all of this attention? Because she's really used to almost exclusively playing with Laika, with Loki, and I think she was a bit jealous that she was not getting all that attention. But yeah, like she at that point she was getting a little bit, I don't want to say more tired, but clearly she was less into running at their speed, and just trotting around, going to them, coming back to us. Laika, you're very insistent. Very insistent. Here you go. And get this one. Look at this young man. Did someone get a treat? Am I gonna get a treat? Yeah, you're gonna get a treat. Sur le tapis. Merci. So yeah, Laika's a bit more. I think she's starting to show a little bit more age. Like when we got there, the first hour we were over there, she was running everywhere and like playing like she always plays. And after about an hour, 45 minutes, something like that, she kind of slows down. Her pace is a little bit slower. And yeah, she starts hanging more around other humans and going for pets and like human interaction, like at a slower pace. So that's just how she is. She's gonna be 7 years old this year, so well in 2021. So obviously, like I think it's pretty normal that she's not acting like a little puppy like Loki, but at the same time, like we don't want to over exercise her and everything, knowing that she has like her knee problem. So yeah. Loki with Kira was so adorable. Like they really hit it off right away. At first, when we got to the park, I think that he didn't even notice her. But as soon as she kind of passed next to him, it was like love at first sight. It was really cute. After that, they just didn't see any other dogs. They were just both playing together and going around and going kind of I want to say a little bit apart the other dogs, like they were going further from them to kind of do their own thing on their own side, and it was really like they were on a little date. It was super cute. He was being a real gentleman, not trying to do anything un unwanted on a first date. Let's say it like that. And yeah, they were really seeming to have a lot of fun. They're about the same size. I'd say Kia is maybe going to be, because she's a bit younger. She's only 7 months old, but I think she's gonna be a bigger pup than Loki. So maybe more about Laika's size. Yes, absolutely, Gail. I think they were really courting. It was adorable. It was really adorable. Like the Kira's parents were very happy about the way they were interacting, and like they were a bit cautious at first, because they were telling us that the first signs of her being in heat were starting to show, and like they didn't want they were concerned about the fact that Loki was not neutered yet. But yeah, it went really great, and like everybody was happy, and I think that's the important part. Like they had a great time. There was nothing to be concerned about, and we were looking into having another of those sessions in the near future. Laika, Laika is gonna be maybe a bit jealous every time, but I think that's all right. She there's a lot of other friendly dogs over there for her to play with, so that's not a big concern. She's gonna get over it. The person that takes care of Laika and Loki when we need to leave or leave them somewhere for a period of time was over there with her with the dogs. She was babysitting at that moment, and I think there must have been at least 30 dogs at the park, and it went super smoothly. There was no big no big brawls, nobody was overly aggressive and nothing like that. So the mood in in the dog park was really great, and I think that's a part of that's part of the equation of why probably why Kira and Loki hit it off so well is the energy at the dog park was really good. You would love to babysit them. A lot of people say that, but like when you're not used to taking care of them, they can be a handful. Like it doesn't look like that at the moment. Like they're as peaceful as they can be. They're about to snooze into another realm, but when they get rowdy, they get you're gonna have your worth you're gonna have your work cut out. Especially with Loki. Loki can be a real handful, especially when he's overexcited and he's very playful. He can be a little bit too playful and try to dominate and stuff like that. So that's when it gets you've got to kind of put your foot down and say like that's enough, or you're gonna calm down and whatnot. And that's uh that's pretty much how it is. Does Loki still have anxiety? Yes, he's very anxious when we leave without him or just with Laika. Even if it's just me that's taking Laika out for a quick pee or a quick walk, and Loki's still inside with my wife. Like he's gonna go near the window and kind of whine and not be very happy. Like he's very attached to Laika. He's but strangely, if I take Loki out for a walk without Laika, like that's not too bad. Like I think he doesn't make the association that he's not leaving Laika. He's going on an adventure or a walk or something with me or my wife. That's perfectly fine with him. But if he's left behind, if people are leaving, or if Laika is leaving, then that's another part. That's another story. Is there anything I would do differently if I was raising them from day one, from day zero? Absolutely. I think there's always stuff that you kind of learn from your experience. Uh, not that we didn't know what we were doing, but more the fact that we didn't know the pups, their personality at 100% when we got them. Like, of course, if we would have known sooner that Loki would be more anxious and have more separation anxiety, we would have immediately taken some steps into trying to counter that behavior. Well, not behavior, but that that trait. And the same thing with Laika. Laika was our first dog, so she didn't have another pup with her. She was like she was doing things on her own. Where Loki, he was mimicking a lot of Laika's behavior and the way she reacted and how she behaved towards us. So, in a sense, Laika had to learn a lot of that stuff by her own, or we had to show her. And like the first few months were pretty rough. When I say rough, I mean like Laika was very destructive. I can't even start counting or talking about all the stuff she chewed. She like Loki really wasn't so bad. Like he chewed one or two things, but then it was all right. Like he kind of passed his, I want to say his energy playing with Laika instead. But Laika, she passed her energy on chewing furniture, chewing my shoes, chewing the internet cable, chewing like anything that was available. And that stopped when she was about, I want to say 6 or 7 months old after her teething. So it was quite a while. Like we got Laika, she was a little under 2 months old. So about 5 months of that going on, and yeah, we had to replace quite a bit of stuff. So to come back to the question, is there something we would do differently? Absolutely. Like knowing this, we might have got two dogs at once, so we could have kind of countered that a bit. Oh my God, that's so cute. I gotta show you guys. She's just talking at me with her with her little face squished between the chair and the table. You're such an angel. So yeah, there's a lot of little things like that that you kind of figure out while you're in the process of training them or house breaking them, etc. But are they things that would make me not do it or not get them? Absolutely not. Like it's, how can I say it? It's just something that happens for a short period of time and then it stops because you kind of react to it. But like you asked me at first, like if I would have known it would have been like that, I would have taken some steps to counter it, to not react, but ensure the behavior or the the problem would never occur in the first place. But like I don't think any one of us has a crystal ball. Like you know certain patterns, certain behaviors that huskies and some working dogs have. The fact that they have more energy, that if they get bored they can be destructive, and yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, like there's some things you can do and there's some things you cannot plan, because it's all about the temperament of the dog. Like some are going to be worse than others. Some are going to be you're going to be expecting something and it doesn't happen at all, and so it's really case by case. Like you can't 100% be ready for what's gonna happen, and I think that's the main thing. Like you just gotta surf the wave. You just go with the flow. At the end of the day, of course they're not perfect. Nobody has a perfect dog, but they become perfect for you and how you live and how you do your thing, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, so thank you. Honey, up, up, up. So Laika, with age, she's become much more mellow. She's much more. I don't want to say obedient, but she's less. Um, she she's less temperamental. She's much more mellow. So it's way easier than it once was. That's for sure. Loki is getting a lot better. Like he's slowly getting out of his teens. Like now that he's a little over 2 years old, we've been noticing he's way easier with a lot of stuff. Just like we were talking earlier with the separation anxiety, we've been doing some little tests of leaving him alone for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, etc. And every time, like, he's doing a little bit better. Like he's slowly figuring out that we're not abandoning him. We're just not there for an hour or two. So it's really not so bad. And he's with Laika, and we've been leaving. Well, you can see it in some of our videos. We've got like kind of a baby monitor, but for dogs, like with treat dispenser and whatnot. And we've been checking them to see what they're doing at home and what if they're doing being naughty or not. And yeah, they've been doing super well. Of course, the first times after an hour, like Loki would get anxious and not bored, but like he kind of, it's kind of like if he's trying to do bad stuff to get us back. Like we would know that because he's uh, stealing our socks in the bedroom, or like taking stuff that he's not supposed to touch and stuff like that, bringing them on the carpet to play with, that we were magically gonna appear and get back home. Of course, if we didn't have a camera, we wouldn't know about it. But like in his mind, that's how he gets our attention. Like we know because that's what he does even when we're at home. Like he gets a little bored because we're either working on the computer, or we have stuff to do and we can't really interact with them for maybe an hour or so. And the first thing he does is he goes steals a shoe and just puts it in front of him. He doesn't chew it. He doesn't do anything bad with them, but he just wants to show us, look, I got your stuff. If you want it back, you gotta come and see me. You gotta come and interact with me. And that's kind of his thing. Like that's how he wraps his head around the situation. Like if I want to get them back, if I want to have them around me and interact with me, I gotta take their stuff. Then they're gonna appear. So when we're gone, that's kind of how he he reacts also. Like they're not here, they're not interacting with me. I'm gonna go steal their stuff and they should appear. But obviously that's not what happens because we're not there. We don't know. Or we just can't magically appear. Laika really, I want to say once she was about a year and a half old, we could leave her like at that moment. Like my wife was still in school, so she wasn't home for most of the day, and I was gone for work, so she was alone for 5 or 6 or 8 hours sometimes. And yeah, there was absolutely no problem, as long as she was we would take her out in the morning before leaving, and when we got back, like we took her out for another nice long walk, and everything was fine. Of course, it's not the ideal environment for, especially for a husky, but like our situation, we knew our situation was evolving towards an environment where it was always going to be better. So we're going to spend more time at home, more time with them. So, well, with Laika at that moment. So yeah, and that's what led us to getting a house over here in the mountains, and etc. etc. All for them, for us too, because we enjoy it. But it's kind of a win-win. Speaking of win-win, I think we're going to be going out for a nice long walk. What do you think about it? It's nice and sunny. The sun came out. What's the temperature? 2 degrees Celsius. So not too warm, not too cold. So I think that's what's going to be going on. We're going to go for a nice long walk. They're going to stretch their legs. We just went for a quick walk this morning just to get them to do their morning business and get a quick breakfast. And now it's gonna be time to do something a little bit more elaborate with them. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed your time with us. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and your weekend. We're so happy you took some time out of your day to join us, and we hope to see you next time. For those of you who are your first time on our channel, we would really appreciate if you could like, comment, and subscribe, of course. And yeah, see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.